Okay, so now here we're back to the same topic, same chapter, sorry, that is fraud, and now we back to the part of forgery. Forgery, this is the last topic of this chapter. Finally, it's going to be finished. Now, forgery is defined under section 463. 463. 463. How do we remember that? 463. 463. Okay. Now, it is in the Indian Penal Code, and punishment for it is prescribed under section 465. Punishment under 465 and definition under section 463. Okay. Now, whoever makes any false document or false electronic record or part of a document or electronic record. First, what he does, that he made a false document, false electronic record, or part of a document or part of an electronic record. Basically, document or electronic record they are talking about, either whole or part thereof. Okay, with intent to cause damage or injury. There it is a intention, there is a mens rea involved here in the public or any person, or to support any claim or title, or to cause any person or to part with the property, or to enter into any express or implied contract, or with intent to commit fraud. Will go with the what is express contract, what is implied contract in Contract Act, or with intent to commit fraud, or that fraud may be commits forgery. Okay, what forgery is? Any falsification of the documents or electronic record, even part of thereof, with intent to cause damage or injury to the public, to the person or any other affected person. In that case, basically they were talking about. Now, punishment. What is the punishment for forgery? There is a punishment of forgery which is 2 years, or with fine, or with both. There is or involved here. Now, the making of false document or false electronic record is defined under section 464 of the Act. 463 is for the definition. Making of false document or false electronic record is defined under section 464, and 465 relates to the punishment involved, which is 2 years or fine, or with both. Now, there is a case law, basically 3 case laws here, and we'll discuss later on questions also. Now, the Supreme Court in Ramchandran state, okay, in this case, Supreme Court held that constitute an offence of forgery document must be made with dishonest or fraudulent intention. There must be a guilty mind, intention of fraud. The person is said to do any fraudulently if he does the thing with intent to defraud, but not otherwise. We have already learned so many cases. But what we need to understand, that there is a Supreme Court judgment in relation to the forgery, that there has to be intent to fraud has involved in case of forgery. Then Supreme Court in Parminder Kaur versus State of UP has held that mere alteration of document does not make it a forged document. Okay, there has been alteration in some document. Alteration must be made for some gain or for some objective. He just, maybe document has been altered, but there is no effect. The person cannot achieve anything, doesn't have any gain for the document. Okay, then there is no point that it comes to the forged document. Similarly, in Balbir Kaur versus State of Punjab, the allegation against the accused was that she furnished a certificate to get employment as ETT teacher, okay, which was found to be bogus and forged, as in case a school was not recognized for the period given in certificate. However, the certificate did not anywhere say that school was recognized. It was held that merely indicating teacher experience of the accused per se cannot be said to indicate wrong fact. So the direction was issued for prosecution is liable to be quashed. Has not been, means the teacher is not guilty here. That is held in this case. Now, lesson roundup will read from the module. Now I'm taking a break and we'll start regulatory actions, that is chapter number 3rd, and we are left with 5 chapters under RCT. Good luck. We'll start with Regulatory Act. Bye bye.